In a large department store, there lived a small teddy bear named Corduroy. He sat on a shelf with other toys, waiting for someone to take him home. Corduroy wore green overalls with a big pocket, but one of his buttons was missing. He didn't know this and thought he looked perfect. One day, a little girl named Lisa came to the store with her mother. Lisa saw Corduroy and fell in love with him immediately. She asked her mother if she could buy him, but her mother said no. He doesn't look new, she said. He's missing a button. Lisa was disappointed, but she had to leave without Corduroy. That night, after the store closed, Corduroy decided to look for his missing button. He climbed down from his shelf and began to explore the store. He had never been off his shelf before. Corduroy found himself in the furniture department. He saw a big bed with a soft mattress, and thought it might be a good place to look for his button. He climbed up onto the bed and started searching. Suddenly, he heard a loud noise. The noise alerted the night watchman, who came running to see what had happened. Corduroy quickly hid under the bed, his heart pounding. The watchman looked around, but couldn't find the source of the noise. After a while, he left. Corduroy continued his search, moving from the furniture department to the escalators. He had never seen stairs that moved before. He tried to climb up the down escalator, but it was too difficult. He kept sliding back down. Feeling tired, Corduroy made his way to the ground floor. There, he saw a large counter with lots of buttons. Excited, he climbed up to take a closer look. But none of the buttons matched the ones on his overalls. As the night wore on, Corduroy realized he needed to get back to his shelf before the store opened. He made his way back up to the toy department, sad that he couldn't find his missing button. He climbed back onto his shelf. The next morning, Lisa returned to the store. She had saved up her allowance and was determined to buy Corduroy. She found him sitting on the shelf, looking a bit tired from his nighttime adventure. Lisa picked him up and hugged him tightly, not caring about the missing button. Lisa took Corduroy to the cash register and paid for him with her own money. She was so happy to finally have him. When they got home, Lisa took Corduroy to her room. She showed him around and introduced him to her other toys. Corduroy felt welcome and loved. Lisa then took out a small box and opened it. Inside was a button that matched Corduroy's overalls perfectly. Lisa carefully sewed the button onto Corduroy's overalls. She told him that she loved him just the way he was. That night, as Lisa tucked Corduroy into bed next to her, she whispered, "You're my bear now, and I love you." Corduroy snuggled close to Lisa, feeling happier than he had ever been. From that day on, Corduroy and Lisa were inseparable. They went on many adventures together, both real and imaginary. Corduroy learned that it wasn't the missing button that made him special. Corduroy remained a symbol of her childhood and the power of love and friendship. He was grateful for his new life and the happiness he had found. And so, the little bear with the green overalls lived happily. Years passed, and Lisa grew older, but she never forgot Corduroy. Even as an adult, she kept him safe and cherished. Corduroy remained a symbol of her childhood.